shot, save, rebound, backhand, save by Park. Oh, Fridley with a lot of pressure. Now Monette back to cover the point. Monette drives it in but catches Pohl offside.
Good effort there by Fairley that time, and good effort by Fairley. The fans are really applauding that effort that they put out that time, and it's exciting when you see things happen down there, and Fairley's moving. They started moving, Pete.
Monette wins the face-off to Pohl. Over to Ricksham, to Sundom on the near point. Now driven in, Pohl into forecheck. He goes down. Held in by Monette. Monette and Pohl battling three Park players. Park comes up with it. Now Park on the attack. Pass a little too far. Fires a shot on. Nice kick out by McCarty on a high slot. Driven into the Park zone. We're going to have icing on Fridley. And Coach Rajanen decides to change lines at 5:54 remaining. Fridley, short end of a 3-2 score.
Exciting game. That was a big save up the middle there. That would have made it a 2 game again, and we need the goal here. We need to get this puck out of the zone and go. We've got Bailey, Nevela, and Mackelberg up front. We got Pullen and Call on the points.
Call, nice takeout. Call with the puck. Park regains it. Centering pass, McCarty kicks it to the side. Now Bailey picks it up. Bailey, outlet pass for Mackelberg. Mackelberg and Nevela, 2-on-2. Driven in. Nevela in the boards. Mackelberg comes up with it. Mackelberg, shot in the high slot. Saved by Park. Call with a check. Held in by Mackelberg. Delayed offside. Playing the puck with a high stick.
Exciting play. The team is going hard. They realize they're down to 5:18 to go. Down to hard times here. 5:18 left in the game. Down 1 goal. Pete Schweppy's looking for his ink pen here that I took a little while ago and used, and I didn't keep it, Pete. I didn't keep it. I don't have it. Blaine is leading Columbia Heights 3-2 at the end of 2 periods. And Anoka is 2-1 over Malmsbury at the end of 2 also. So that's a close game up there.
Park on the attack. Ricksham breaks that up. Sundom with it over the near boards. Park gets it back. Broken up by Mackelberg. Sweppy around one man. Checked off the puck in the corner. Follows up with it. Johns joins them. Johns centering pass. Block. Sweppy recovers. High pass. Nobody home. Park breaks out. Icing waved off. Sundom back for it. McCarty throws it out to the side. Now the puck is out of the zone. Should have had a delayed offside, but nothing called. Intercepted by Sundom. Sundom to Johns. Johns on the attack. Swanson on the high slot. Johns checked off. No penalty. Sundom fires it on. Deflected behind the net by Johns. Now Monette with it. Drives it back in. Pohl breaks that up with his skates. Fridley changing. Thorpe, Pohl, Monette on. And the puck is frozen in front of the Spring Lake Park bench. 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Time winding down. Fridley down 3-2.
Cameraman up here is a little upset on that rip when they pulled Johns down in there. It was an out-and-out trip, and the ref missed that. But with the time left in the game, I suppose he doesn't want to be a factor in the outcome, but that could be a factor in the outcome.
Oh, these referees not doing a perfect job, but a lot better than a lot of them we've seen this year. Park comes up with a checked off by Monette. Now driven down the icing going to be called as McCarty gets to it. Jason had to look up quicker. He just about had his head taken off by a Park forechecker.
Might have been okay. It would have put us on a power play again, probably, Pete.
Jack, as I look over the stands, I see Laura Ricksham talking to the Babbitt Rabbit. She's probably asking him for a dance at the dance this Friday.
I believe she is.
Shot off at a face-off. Almost worked. Held in by Poland. Now hops his stick. Park on a breakaway. And Park scores.
Puts them back up two with only 3:40 left in the game, Pete. I think, we make those mistakes and they seem to cost us.
Defense has been playing very well tonight for Fridley. But that time it hopped one of their sticks and gave Park a blowaway. Now Fridley's got their work cut out for him. Bailey up to Mackelberg. Nevela up the center. Nevela and Mackelberg. Comes out. Nevela's got it. Bailey in a high slot. Nevela gets a shot off. Ricksham dumps it behind the net. Nevela checked off of it. Centering pass picked up by Bailey. Park falls down. Held in by Ricksham. Shot on by Ricksham. Saved by Park. Now the puck squirts out with 3:06 remaining in the game. Ricksham with it. And Park intercepts. Park comes in again. Shot, kick out by McCarty. Nice save. Centering pass knocked behind the net by McCarty. Now Bailey comes up with it. Bailey on a breakaway. Park changing lines. Bailey, this time he scores. 2:41. Fridley's back in the game. But no goal. No goal. Don't know why. Hand pass.
No, but he better have a penalty if he's wiping a goal out. Yeah, I said there was too many men, Pete. The guy came out and they all stayed out when he had that breakaway, so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, too many men, I think, is an automatic whistle right at the time it happens.
Spring Lake Park with too many men on the ice. Fridley in control of the puck, goes in and scores. I don't understand that. As long as Fridley had control of the puck, it should not be disallowed, Jack.
Well, Pete, I'm not sure. I think the ruling on the play is that if I don't know if they call that immediately when there's too many men out there immediately, but I will be willing to bet you the official didn't get all the right numbers. Who should be off? Well, we got a lull in the action here. The official's over explaining to Coach Rajan and why he blew the whistle when he did, but we had control of the puck, and Rajan, and he doesn't believe the call. He's wiping the goal out. And Spring Lake Park never did have control of the puck. We went in with the puck all the way from our zone, scored, and the whistle it shouldn't, like you say, Pete, unless there's a rule that it's an automatic penalty call right at that time. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. And both officials are down there now. Coach Rajan wants to know what's going on. And they're taking time explaining it and discussing the calls, so I wish our players would back away. Dick is taking a look around at the call. We had that they're going to disallow it. Captain James Bailey looking awfully frustrated, so we just have to go a little harder, guys, and crank it up. You got a power play going here. And the faceoff should be deep in their zone then too, Pete, because that's where the puck ended up in their net.
Don't count on it, Jack. Don't count on it. If the faceoff is deep in their zone, that means that the penalty was not in effect. The penalty had to be in effect back before the puck came out of the Fridley zone. Too many men on the ice is the call. I've got to go over this with the Johns boys and see if they agree.
Pete, you got a power play advantage. You're down 2 goals. You got 2:41 in the game. You got a face-off deep in your zone. Do you pull your goalie and go 6-on-4 right now?
I don't think so. Not yet, Jack. You want to get in within 1 goal before you pull your goalie. Hopefully, Fridley can convert this power play to a score early, and then we can think about pulling our goalie.
The officials evidently are really undecided as to what really happened too, because I've never seen officials take this much time to stand and talk with a high school coach. It's usually let's drop the puck and let's go. The nice thing about this is that Fridley's resting their players, and they're not having to use a timeout at this time in the game.
I don't know if that's a nice thing or not. We are running out of tape, folks. If this conversation continues, you are not going to see the end of this game.
Again, here are some more suburban updates. With 7 minutes to go in the third period at Fogarty Arena, it is now Blaine 4, Heights 3.
Blaine 4, Heights 3, late in the third period. Anoka 5, Mounds View 1 after 2 periods in Anoka tonight. Yeah, I think the referees really blew this one. They really blew this one. And the face-off is coming outside the zone. That's, I guess that's where you'd almost have to call it if they call the penalty immediately when Spring Lake Park had too many players on the ice, but they shouldn't have blown the whistle with Fridley in control. That's my argument on it, Jack.
I have to agree with you, Pete, and I think the officials know they probably screwed it up, but what do you do? They're in charge of the game, and this is where we're at. 4-2, 2:41 left. We got a power play.
Sweppy, Swanson, Johns are the forwards. Park gets the face-off, drives it back. McCarty controls it, pulling back to pick it up. Now Sweppy up the near boards, around one man, and drives it in. Swanson, Sweppy, Johns to Pullen. Back to Johns, to Sweppy. Sweppy trying to get it to the near point, and it comes past the defenseman in front of us. And given up to Park, who fires it on. Now Fridley regroups. Swanson, Sweppy, driven in. Swanson into forecheck. Swanson gets there first, and he goes down. Park comes up with it. Cole drives it back in. Too far for Sweppy. Off Swanson's stick. Park gets it and fires it out, and it comes off another defenseman's stick. Fridley changing lines. Poland drives it in. Bailey ties his man up. Neville up with the puck. To Bailey on the doorstep. Follow-up shot. Puck's loose. And now covered by Park. With 1:21 remaining. 40 seconds on the Fridley power play.
Getting knee-knocking time here, Pete. We need one really quick here, right on this power play. Right awful quick here.
Fridley calls timeout.
Well, I think we're probably going to end up pulling a goalie at this time, Pete.
Jack, that play, I might be wrong, but I don't know. I've seen so many choke calls by these referees in the North Suburban this year. I've never seen such terrible officiating at a varsity level as I've seen here. We've seen referees being consistently inconsistent. We've seen referees totally out of position to call a play. And we've seen just last week a misinterpretation off of the rule book.
Well, Pete, I don't know. You know, these North Suburban athletic directors are the ones who get together and they do the hiring. And, of course, you know, they take bids on it. And we went up to Cambridge and we saw an excellently officiated game up there. They had 3 officials on the ice. They have 2 who can call penalties and 1 who does the blue lines. And I don't think they missed an offside all night because they always had that man in position. And they have 2 guys out there, you know, really watching the play. So I would say that listening to the athletic directors on that Kano the other day, they said that, hey, the biggest money makers they got in North Suburban are hockey and football. And if that's true, why can't we get that 3rd official out there so they can really take charge and really control a game? Because the game is really getting at the high school level, you know, and you see some of these better teams that come along, it's too fast for 2 guys. Pete. It's too fast for two guys. These same two guys do a JV game and they come out now. Yeah, give the mic back. I give this mic back to Schweppe to start the game.
John Schweppe Swanson back on the ice. Swanson behind his net. Tries to tuck and rebounds by Johns and Schweppe. Now centering pass for Swanson picked up and held at neutral ice by Sundom. Swanson fans on it. Tried to drive it in the far corner. 1 minute left in the game. Johns intercepts it. Johns check from behind. No call. Now Swanson and Schweppe in there. I suppose we'll get a penalty now on that one, Jack. Maybe not. 52 seconds.
I don't think he'd dare call it at this point in the game after the way the guy wrapped Johns into the boards. They just went back and dumped him. Fairley's goalie's out. 52 seconds left. Down. We're still on a power play advantage. So we'll have 6-on-4 here for 11 seconds. Let's hope we can pop one quick.
Schweppe receiving last-minute instructions from Coach Rajanen. And the referees are going to be upset again. He has a way of agitating referees. Now shouting instructions. They want Swanson in front. The extra skater on the ice is Bailey. Johns will be on the boards. Bailey and Swanson on the slot. Over to Bailey. Shot! And he fired it wide. Now Johns with it. Swanson running. Oh, and Johns tuck in, just narrowly missed the corner. Fridley with a lot of pressure. Johns with the puck. To Schweppe. On the side. Back to Swanson. To Johns. Shot. And a whistle on the ice. The face-off is coming outside.
Man in the crease is called. Face-off outside the zone. 24 seconds remaining in the game.
24 seconds in the game. Now Drobnik goes in to play goalie. Gonna play a goalie. I don't think Coach Rajanen really intends to put another goalie on, Jack.
Well, yeah, he's going to put him in because he wants to do some strategy here, and he's got to have some plans. Well, with 24 seconds left, face-off outside the zone, they're going to go in and warm up the goalie to kill a minute of time here, and he's got to stay in for the face-off, so I think Drobnik will probably finish out the game. This point in the game, Fairley's really come on in this period. Up after 2 periods of play, we had 8 shots on goal, and we're up now to 19, so we've had 11 shots on goal. Up to this point, we've held down Spring Lake Park somewhat. They've got 31 for a total at this point in the game, and they had 24 after 2, so we have been a little more aggressive.
We're going to shut the camera down for a second to save some tape. So Drobnik is warmed up. He's going to stay in the game, but he's playing way up high. Fridley wanted to rest, I think, that first line of theirs. We got Bailey taking this face-off. Schweppe on the far boards. Swanson's taking the face-off. Swanson drives it in. Park picks it up. Now Park comes out with it. Drobnik is high on the slot. This game is over, I'm afraid, folks. Swanson up with 9 seconds. Swanson to Johns. Followed by Swanson. Park gets there, and Park wins this game 4-2 over Fridley on January 31st, 1987.
It's got to be a real disappointing loss for Fridley. I see some of the players leaving the ice. They're not even going to go bother to go through the shaking hands line. I think so. Fridley was outshot for the game 19-31. So Fridley 20 game totals for the game. It was 31 shots on goal, 4 goals scored. So it's 27 saves for Fridley and 2 goals for them, 17 saves for Spring Lake Park. Game's over. Coach shaking hands. All done.
Well, it's hard to wrap up a game when you're on the short end of the score. Very disappointing for Fridley. The refs took away the opportunity for them to win more than once in this game, but it's got to be an exciting win for Spring Lake Park, and we congratulate Park. They came out, they took it to Fridley, and gave them all the effort that they wanted. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed tonight's game. We will be back with more Fridley hockey action. Have a good day, everyone. On behalf of your Columbia Arena gang of Realtor Jack McCarty, number 9 best salmon fisherman in all of downtown Fridley. And I will tell you folks something, he was tied with one other fisherman, so he could have been 10th last year. And our statisticians, Jerry Bethel and Ken Miller. So long, everyone.